Hello Aquarius. Welcome to my channel, Synchronista Tarot. This is your reading for October 2022. Okay. I've just connected with Archangel Michael, so I'll just read that to you. When you are blessed with this angel card, you are guided to invoke Archangel Michael to help you protect and strengthen you. He will increase your ability to deal with problems, so ask him to cut with his sword any emotional cords which bind you to people, stuck situations or past memories. Then ask him to fill you with strength and love. He will shield you from the destructive thoughts, emotions and actions of others. Michael works on the blue ray, giving strength and courage. Call for his help and visualise yourself wearing a deep blue cloak, securely fastened. This will place you under his protection. He is the master of all angels, a great warrior spirit. Within his light you will feel more secure, have more confidence, energy and power. And there's an affirmation for you here. I am strong and protected by Archangel Michael. Now you might find, Aquarius, it might apply to you that at the moment you could be going through some struggles with relationships and any difficult problems where you feel kind of perhaps besieged by a situation, emotional or practical, where you feel that there's a lot of negative energy going backwards and forward, negative thoughts, destructive thoughts from other people, maybe destructive thoughts of your own that are starting to overwhelm you. Then Michael is the angel, and if you do that visualization of the protective blue cloak, and also think about those connections that you've got to that difficult situation, and imagine Michael the angel coming down and literally cutting with the sword the binding problem, the connection to the problem cut. It really works. It does make you feel freed up a bit. You can become more objective when you're not being emotionally. It draws so much energy out of you. It drags you down. You just need to see things with clarity so that you can sort them out clearly and resolve them. And Michael is great for that. So please do take up Michael's support as he's come here for you today. Okay, so October for Aquarius. We're going to do the overall energy for October, what Aquarius needs to try and embrace, what Aquarius needs to let go, spirit lesson, spirit message, challenge and growth area and the focus going forwards, and I'll be pulling a few clarification cards for you, Aquarius. So this is anybody who's Aquarius, Sun, Rising and or Moon. Okay. Right, here we go, and Michael will be helping us find the right cards for this reading today. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Overall energy for October for Aquarius. Four of Wands, very good start. What to embrace for Aquarius? Ooh, Ace of Cups. What Aquarius needs to let go of this October? Reverse Knight of Wands. Okay. Spirit message, spirit lesson. Knight of Cups. Well, it's looking quite exciting so far, that's for sure. Okay, growth challenge area for Aquarius, justice. And focus going forward for Aquarius this October is, okay. Oh, I guess that one. Okay, So, overall energy for Aquarius this October, the Four of Wands. So that is a very positive card about home. It can be about getting married. It's a kind of, if you like, that's almost like a finish line. That garland across those four wands there. It's like we've made it. We have achieved what we wanted to do in order to feel really happy about our lives. As you can see, it has a house in there. Fours are about stability. So it's about coming into a stable place, arriving at that point of resolve, conclusion, in a really positive way. So for individuals, it could mean getting that new home that you've wanted, babies arriving, marriages happening, just a really good settled environment for you, new relationship that's working really well, you moved in together. Essentially, you know, broadly, it's about arriving at a place that you're stable and really happy with, and it's time for celebration. So that's the energy of the month. It can be about just, I mean, if things aren't looking quite so rosy for you, it won't be for everybody, obviously, particularly with the way things are kind of seeming to be at the moment. It could be, we'll just take the four, which is that things are stable for you this October. There is stability. So if you've had a really rocky period, there's going to be a feeling of stability for you. Well, for this month. So what is Aquarius to embrace? Well, the Ace of Cups. So that's emotional. Cups. Aces are about newness, a new direction, new thought, particularly with the cups. It's sort of creative. It could be a new relationship. So sort of looking at that Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it could be a great new phase of your life with your partner, with your family, or with your job. So it can cut across all of those things, but there's a real sense of kind of new enthusiasm, motivation, excitement and creativity there in the heart. So it's, yeah, with that Four of Wands, it's looking to feel very good this October. Okay, what to let go? Now, you've got the reversed Knight of Wands. So, it could just Knight of Wands generally. That's action. It's fire. On a more personal level, for some people, it could be letting go of a fire sign. So that could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But it could be just letting go of impulsiveness. I mean, this does seem to have been a bit of a theme of this month, actually, so far, doing the zodiacs that I've done so far. There's a need to focus in a bit at the moment, letting go of any impulsive moves, really. If you feel like doing something and you're about to not think about it, now's not the time. Okay, so try and quash that urge and sit down and have a moment with yourself. Count to 10, leave it a night, have a sleep. Yeah, don't do anything rash. Or don't let a rash person, somebody impetuous, exciting, impulsive, as exciting as that can be, I think if it's about a person, you need to keep them at arm's length. I'm not going to read too much into the reversed here, because I feel like with this small reading, this is kind of giving a fairly quick, direct message. And it does seem to be a bit of a theme for everybody, mostly, not everybody, but to just watch out for what's happening. Keep your wits about you a bit this month. Don't make any rash decisions. And you've got the Knight here in the spirit message. So I think if any of you are out there either really wanting a relationship or something, it looks to me like something may have just started. If something's just started for you, it's looking really excellent. It's looking full of love. It's looking, you've got stability, you've got enthusiasm, you've got the Knight of Cups, which as a person in the pair, the Knight is very romantic. And if it's not about love particularly, then it's very much about turning your dreams into reality. So if you're starting to have, particularly with that Ace of Cups, if you're starting to have ideas, a new idea, a new project about moving job, or it's particularly about creating things, so maybe more in the realm of creativity, or business, making your own business, you are being told that it's time to turn your dreams into reality, and the support from Spirit is there for you to do that. Okay, so if you can, if you're in that mind, tap into that, ask for what you want, ask the universe for what you want, or do the law of attraction type of affirmations. You know, my business brings me, my business is financially abundant and I really enjoy my work. I'm having lots of creative ideas that are leading to a lucrative business. You know, I have found my soulmate and we are happy together forever. Try and do that because it's in the spirit position. I think it's good to use, if that energy is coming through for you at the moment, then really go for it. Put it out there in the universe at the moment. This is a time for your dreams to turn into reality, whether it's a lover, a job, a creative endeavour, a child even. You know, it's a fertile time, so go for it, ask for it. And then in the growth challenge area, we've got justice. So, I mean, it could be, so Libra, okay, so we're in Libra at the moment. I'm just wondering whether that is really a bit of a message about getting on with things right now, to some extent, because I think if Libra's come up, you may find that there are some challenges this month around, maybe around the truth, about having integrity on a kind of deeper, wider level. I think if we're talking about big shifts in our life, we're talking about with justice, we're talking about doing things with meaning, making sure that what we do has meaning. So we're not just kind of crashing from event to event in a meaningless way, that everything we do has integrity and meaning. This is the challenge for you this month, Aquarius, to make sure you're not kind of rushing through things without any thought. Justice is about thinking, it's about balance, it's about fairness, but it's also about a deep understanding of the truth of oneself and one's part in existence. So that's on the kind of deeper level, and it's a major arcana card soon. So, you know, that's quite a big, deep spiritual personal growth area for you, is the Justice card. It's worth going to look that one up. It's a really interesting card. It works on so many levels. The other thing is, on the sort of more surface level, practically, that if you are moving, if it does apply to you that you're moving, I think it's going to be really important that you pay extra attention to how that's happening. It all looks very positive, but with the Knight in the let go position, I think you've got to be extra careful, not to be reckless or make any impulsive decisions around a move. So that might apply directly to you. But you know, these themes work on all the layers of our life, so that works with all the decisions that we make about ourselves. Are we making this decision with integrity? Are we informed? Okay. So then we move on to the Three of Pentacles. So going forward, this is it's an industrious time. It's about being acknowledged for your skills and abilities. It's about working together. It's about acknowledging that you might well be the expert in your field. It's about being, if it's a relationship, it's a great relationship card, because as you can see, you've got the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Could easily be about a great start to a relationship, or your relationship developing with your partner, is that you are being seen for who you are, for acknowledged, deeply acknowledged for who you are, which is just so important with our friendships and all our relationships, that people don't just cherry pick bits of you and put an idea of you together. The Three of Pentacles is about someone seeing you for who you really are. So if that applies to a relationship, that's really good news, because you've got a potential soulmate there. And if it's about work and creative projects, I mean, with the Knight of Cups, dreams into reality, Ace of Cups, enthusiasm, motivation and creative ideas. This is coming together with you being acknowledged for your expertise. So if you're working alone, it might also be time to try and get out there and work with other people, and just push yourself a bit to be acknowledged for the skills that you've got. So it's looking good. Yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit of clarifying on this spread. So let's find out a bit more about that reversed knight there. Okay, now I think I'm going to use the Anima Mundi. I'm just going to connect. Michael, connect with the Anima Mundi, please. Thank you. So, oh, have we got one? No, I don't know. So let's find out more about what to let go of, so that Aquarius can get forward in October. We've got the Lovers. Okay, so for some of you, there might be someone lurking about who just isn't very good for you. So it's time to make a choice. And if it isn't about a lover, it's about making a choice about the people in your life that are just not serving you at the moment. It's about choices. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it would probably apply to some of you that this is about choosing better people to be around you, people that are going to serve your highest good, that are not going to get in the way of your plans. There are obviously plans here. Not going to get in the way of your good, healthy relationships. Yeah, on a deeper level, it's about getting rid of indecision. So being clear about what you want this October. Lovers is Gemini. So that might apply to certain particular people for you. So you could have an impetuous Gemini in your life that you need to take a step back from, quite possibly. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, yeah, we've got the Four of Cups. So, yeah, there's a kind of boredom in that. Doldrums, a little driftingness. So, definitely getting the feeling that there's something about relationships, it's just past its sell-by date. It might be a friend, it might be a type of person that you attract to you, that you're kind of just fed up with now. It seems exciting, but actually it's the same old, same old. It goes around in a circle, and it doesn't really stimulate you, and it doesn't really serve you. So, yeah, I'd say something to do with relationships, healthy relationships coming in, and unhealthy relationships. You need to make that choice about people, really. And as we get older, you know, it can be easier to spot them. When we're younger, I think we have to really make a bit of an effort to sort of sit down and appraise the situation. But we all need to do that. So yes, some kind of appraisal about the sort of people that you've got in your life this October, Aquarius, would probably be a really good idea, because this is all looking absolutely amazing. You know, you've got success. You've achieved, you know, there's more achievement to have. There's lots of creative energy, turning dreams into reality, getting to know yourself better, really feeling your integrity, and being able to go out and with confidence, and kind of show yourself off a bit, really, and get some business, get some gigs, get a contract, or you write it, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. So let's have a little bit more on that Justice card, I think. So that's the growth area for you. So that can be challenging. So let's have a bit more information. That's where we will be most challenged this October. So maybe we can have a little bit more information on the growth area, please, Michael. Growth and challenge area. Okay, the Empress. I'm not 100% sure about that, and I'm going to go with that. I tell you what, actually, we'll leave that to one side, and I think we'll go a little bit deeper with the Osho Zen card. So what is the growth area for Aquarius? Conditioning. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So we've got this card called Conditioning. So that's the conditioning we've been under all our lives, from you know, the values of society, our family, our culture, yeah, everything that goes towards sort of it's an invitation here to start to reveal who you really are, and to shed some of to understand that quite a lot of what we think isn't what we're thinking. It's conditioned. It may be conditioned by fear. A lot of the time it is. So you can look at that on a really sort of big, broad societal level, and look at how a lot of what you think and do may well not be what you really think and what you really want to do. You may want to have a look at how you think about politics again. You might want to have a think about how you live your life, actually. It might be time for a bit of a shake up here, because this is about the truth, and it's really inviting you to understand where you are not behaving, or you're not in your integrity. So if you want to get really deeply into that, you know, it might not be a bad idea to go and see a therapist, not because there's anything wrong with you, but you know, it can be a really good thing to do if you want to just sit down and sort out sort of where you are and understand yourself from a more objective point of view, and what you do and why you do it. What is the meaning of what you do? Is the meaning of what you do because you've been told to do it, really? Or is it because you want to do it and you understand what your own personal meaning is in your life? So that's a lovely deep message there. It's a great growth area. Okay, that's interesting. We've got the Empress, so I don't think we should ignore her. There's a real blooming here. I think if this work can be done or start to get underway this October, Aquarius, then you're really looking at a very fertile time. I think that's the message there. If you can just get cracking on some of those deeper things that are going on, some of the deeper strata needs looking at. Yeah, I think you've got a really fertile time coming up with this Three of Pentacles afterwards. I think you're really going to start to fly. And again, if you're sort of thinking about having a child, it's a fertile time. So it might be, I'm just thinking about people who have wanted a child for a period of time. I think I ended up falling pregnant after I'd had a couple of major changes, and I just wasn't ready to do, my body, nothing about me was ready to do it until I just went and lived somewhere on my own without a man. I'm not suggesting anybody does anything that I do, but it might be time for some sort of like quite radical, you know, changes of approach, let's say. Not doing anything majorly radical, but sort of quite radical changes of approach that really freshen things up. You know, like this Ace, it's about freshening things up. It's about embracing the new. And that combination of cards of Justice, Conditioning and the Empress here in your challenge and growth area, it's just screaming that your integrity, it's time for you to be you, the real you, and find out what that's all about and be it, so that you can be successful. Okay, all right, well look, this looks fantastic. I'm going to leave it there for now because I think that's probably more than enough to get on with for October, Aquarius. Okay, so just to watch out at the end of the month, there is a solar eclipse in Scorpio, which I think for most people will bring about some changes. So it's on the 25th. So I think with what's going on for you in that growth area, Aquarius, it's definitely going to be worth just putting a little note in the diary that that's happening, because that might actually dig stuff up for you and you just want to be ready for it. Okay, all right, thank you, Aquarius, thanks for listening. Please subscribe to my channel because it helps me use the YouTube service more, helps my channel grow. It's nothing to do with money, it's completely free. And if you've enjoyed the video, if you could like it, and I'm really happy to hear any comments that you've got. Okay, thanks for listening.